There is no Tea Party. You can't go to Washington, D.C. and go to the Tea Party headquarters building, buzz on the buzzer, go into the lobby, steal a mint, because that's what you do, chat up the receptionist, and ask to talk to the president of the Tea Party. Why not? There is no headquarters, there is no lobby, there is no receptionist, there is no mint, and there is no president of the Tea Party. This is an open source brand that 3,528 affiliates have agreed to use, but nobody owns. They operate off of an operating system called the Contract from America. The Contract from America was written by 100,000 people as a wiki. Check this. This is an upgrade. They talk, here's the hypocrisy, the irony. They talk rugged individualism. That's their whole shtick, right? This is the Tea Party. If you had a problem, don't look to the government. Just be more rugged and more individual, and your problem will be solved. That's their shtick, rugged individualism. But they have enacted the most collectivist strategy for taking power in the history of the Republic, because they use an open source meta brand that they all share. They wrote their document as a wiki, and they're based on a principle and a value. And as a result, you now live in their world 24 months after you thought we had changed everything. Here's the irony. They talk rugged individualism. They act collectively. Where am I going? Where am I going? We talk kumbaya. We talk solidarity forever. We talk, can't we all get along? But we have enacted the most individualistic approach to politics. Why'd she get that grant? Did I get somebody? What's the cost? Our guy got a promotion. Now we're back to where we were. Can we find a common banner to march under that nobody owns, that speaks to an American value, that we can all affiliate to, not in a coalition, not in a coalition. I'm sorry, I'm still recovering. But in a movement. Maybe we could call it, since it's the American dream itself that's under fire, and since it's the American dream itself that we care about, and since Dr. King himself, the very first thing he said about his dream was, I have a dream. It's a dream deeply rooted in the American dream. Since we have something that precious that's about to be thrown under the bus so rich folks don't have to pay taxes, maybe we could have a movement to restore and rebuild and reclaim and honor the American dream. And let that be the common banner that we march under. Let that be the common banner that we confront the dream killers with. The cheap patriots are going to have to deal with the deep patriots. The cheap patriots are going to have to deal with people who believe in liberty and justice for all. That's us. Maybe we can have in our country a real patriotic movement. Maybe the time for that has come, but here's the key. You're the key. We can no longer rely on a single charismatic individual. Full pause. Because people are fallible. People let you down. I'm fallible, you're fallible. Nobody's perfect. People let you down, but principles are enduring, and values are enduring. And it's time for us not to have a charismatic leader, but a charismatic network. That's the genius of the Tea Party. They have charismatic leaders. of a certain kind. But if Michelle Bachmann and Sarah Palin and Glenn Beck and Dick Armey had a press conference tomorrow and said the Tea Party is over, it wouldn't be over because the values and the network wouldn't let it. They've built a starfish and not a spider. And that is the next challenge for our movement. If we meet that challenge, I think we can deliver on the promise that we make our children every day when they say the Pledge of Allegiance, when they sing those songs, America the Beautiful. Nobody fighting harder to defend America's beauty than the environmentalists and people in this room. We're the deep patriots. We tell our young people to respect the Statue of Liberty. Give me your tired. Give me your poor. Give me your huddled masses yearning to live free. There's nobody fighting harder for those values than the immigrant rights movement and the people in this room who believe in that cause. Nobody. We're the deep patriots. We're the deep patriots. So how do we build this thing? They had their contract from America. We're going to do 5 things. I'm so honored to be a part of some people who were not scared to throw out an audacious idea and hope that we don't get put in a circular firing squad for it. I'm honored to be working with MoveOn.org and the Campaign for America's Future and Center for Community Change and Progressive Strategies and so many, many organizations who said, let this be the summer. Let this be the summer where we have house meetings all across America to talk about this American dream and what we want it to mean so that we can own it and crowdsource. Oh, I got some millennial friends. I could have said right together. No, I said crowdsource. I'm bad. I'm learning. I'm a part of the new stuff. Crowdsource. We're going to crowdsource an agenda, a people's agenda. If you want to be a part of it, you can go to rebuildthedream.com, rebuildthedream.com, and sign up and help us have thousands of house meetings. We can crowdsource this agenda. We have a contest on Twitter @RebuildDream, where you can tweet what you think the American dream is in 140 characters @RebuildDream. We've got a conference coming up in October. Take back the American dream. We have a launch next week, which you can go to rebuildthedream.com to find out about, where the Roots are going to come out. I'm sorry, y'all must not have, y'all get back to the thumbs. I said next week the Roots are going to come to launch this movement. I said next week the Roots are going to come to launch this movement. But we're not going to wait even really one more minute, one more hour. The 5th thing I need you to do is to start this movement today. Go on Facebook, go on Twitter, but we want to move more than just your thumbs. Today, at 2 p.m., just out these doors and to your left. Such a nice direction. At the Wesley United Methodist Church, the Congressional Progressive Caucus, SEIU, Change to Win, and Keith Ellison are going to have a speak out for jobs now and to rebuild the American dream. Will you go and stand with the labor leaders and the elected officials who want to be a part of building this movement? Will you stand with them at 2 o'clock? Please do it. Please do it. Now let me close with something I've never done. And I said I would never do it. But when I was a kid, I used to watch cartoons. And my favorite cartoon was my original green hero. Well, he was a greens hero. It was Popeye. And Popeye the Sailor get pushed around by the bad guys the whole show, didn't he? And at a certain point, they would take it too far. At a certain point, they'd cross a line, and Popeye would say, I've had all I can stand, and I can't stand no more. Well, I'm here to tell you, after a 2-year unmitigated smear campaign, not just against me, but against you and every value we hold, I have had all I can stand, Fox TV, and I can't stand no more. So you listen to me. You listen to me. These are our values. Don't you mess with our values. Don't you tell us no more we don't love our own country. You don't know this country. We work in neighborhoods you won't even go into, fighting for liberty and justice for all. Don't you tell us who we are. Now, I'm tired of this. We stand up for folks, and we help people, and we love people. The people y'all run over, the people y'all laugh at and mistreat, we hold them and help them, and we see the effects of your cynicism and your disrespect and your hate mongering. And it's not just immoral, it's un-American to abuse the airways and to abuse the ears of our children with your lies and your filth. We're tired of it. We are tired of it. We're sick of it. We're a better country than you acting like. You're not America. You're not America. All of our children are better than how y'all act. Every one of our children act better than how y'all act. You're not America. Quit abusing our country. Quit abusing our country. So I issue a personal challenge right here, right now, to my beloved brother Glenn Beck. No, I love him. Dr. King said never. Listen, no. Dr. King said never let anybody drive you so low that you will hate him. That's not our movement. That's not our movement. We can be outraged, but we don't hate anybody. The people watching his show can't afford these cuts he's calling for. We don't want the Tea Party members to live in a neighborhood where if they smell smoke, they can't find a firehouse for 20 miles because of these cuts. We don't want the Tea Party movement to suffer the catastrophe that would result from their victory. We don't just fight against our opponents. This is a moral movement. We fight for them too. We fight for them. We fight for them. It's a moral movement. We don't want them. Let's be clear. I'm mad, but I'm not hateful. We don't want them to have their grandchildren going to school with 45 kids in the classroom, 6 books and no chalk. We don't want them to have to wait 7 minutes, 15 minutes on a 911 call. No, we love everybody. We're the deep patriots. But I issue a personal challenge to my beloved brother Glenn Beck. I will debate you anytime, anywhere, at any point. I'll give you an hour, you give me 5 minutes, and I will stand up for our values, but you have to stop talking about us and start talking to us. You got 1 week left before your show goes off. My phone is ringing. Call me. Call me, Glenn Beck. And let's have this fight. Let's have this discussion. Let's have this argument. Let's have this battle of ideas. Battle of ideas, and let's fight for liberty and justice for all. Thank you very much.